Now, if you're in the tow game and you're doing roadside assistance, there's a few things that you actually need that are important to have as a driver that's important for you to have. Now, let's go. I'm going to take you through those few things that is important for you to have. Even if you're just starting out, a new driver doing roadside assistance for a company, or you're an experienced driver, and you just need to have a checklist of things that you need to maybe say, man, I need to make sure I got those things. We're going to go through those things. Follow me. Now, the very first thing, if you're driving your truck or anybody's truck, you want to make sure you got at least your registration and insurance card in your truck. And most importantly, DOT card. DOT card is important because the last thing you want to do is get put out of service because you don't have your DOT card. And if you're a new driver out there and nobody told you, you got to have a DOT card. They will put you out of service. Shut that truck down right there. Next thing, you want to make sure you have a ticket book. I always make sure I have a ticket book and an inspection log for my truck. These are important things as a business-owned operator that I have to have, that are important to have. Now, when I'm providing roadside assistance out there in the streets, there's a few things that I must have in my truck. Must have. Communication is important. These are the things that me and my team actually about to go to is radios. Find them to probably be a little more effective. We're gonna try those and see how those work out. If you're a driver, owner, operator, you can let me know how that's working out for you if you guys using radios. But first aid kits are important to have. You never know when you might even injure yourself. A lot of people might think that, oh, I don't need no first aid kit. But hey, when DOT pull you over and they do an inspection, yep, they're gonna ask for that. Other thing is air compressor. These are a few things that you don't have to necessarily have, but I keep. I keep an air compressor. This is another one that I just got. I hardly ever use it, but I keep an air compressor. I also keep tire plugs. Never know. You might want to make a few extra dollars plugging some of my tires. I don't hardly use it, but it's good to have when you have. What is how the saying goes? Have it and not need it, than to need it and not have it. Same thing with the gas tank. Don't use it, but I have it and don't need it, just in case I need it and don't have it. Next thing is a flashlight. Gotta have a flashlight. Good flashlight is good to have. This flashlight has a magnetic on it. At nighttime when I'm pulling my dollies and I can't see, sometimes that light, it helps really a lot. Yeah, and it also has a red light as well. Next thing, you want to have a full way. Full ways are good to have. This is a small one. They come a little larger than this, but I like to keep that one. I keep zip ties in my truck. Sometimes I might snag a bumper. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lockout kit. Lockout kit is important to have. In my lockout kit, I got a couple airbags, a couple different airbags. Lockout kit comes with airbag and a wedge. Alright, so make sure your wedge work. And anybody know, these airbags, they go bad. So that's why I keep several airbags. I typically keep several of everything, at least two of them. Like two wedges. I typically keep two zip ties. Make sure you got one of these for your lockout. So all you tow truck drivers, I know sometimes I like to keep mine straight. This one I got from the tow show. It's pretty good. The best one I've had.
And
I don't think I'll ever need another one.
And what is that?
It's called the lockout rod. That's what it's called. Now, if you're towing out there, it's important to make sure if you're not in tow gear, 3M tow gear, at least have a reflective vest or a reflective jacket. Me, I keep one. Especially at night, it's important to have. Not all the time I'm in tow gear. I keep a broom, dustpan. Mine's is small because I'm a very particular person. I also keep a shovel. Shovels are good. This particular shovel is collapsible. I keep that because it allows a collapsible one because it allows me to keep it in my storage compartment here. The next thing are triangles. You gotta keep triangles in your truck. Now, this is another thing. DOT pull you over, they're gonna ask you for this. Triangles. That's important to have. All right, and make sure you got 3 of them, not 2 or 1, or the box is empty. Do an inspection on your truck. In another video, I'll show you how to do a pre-trip inspection on your truck. And of course, a fire extinguisher. Now, in some places they require like 5-pound fire extinguisher. This one is like maybe like 1 pound, but they come a little bigger than that. I also keep these flags. I just got these, as you can see. I don't use them, but it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Next thing I keep is Stay Dry. Now, this isn't exactly Stay Dry. As you can see, it's kitty litter. You can get it from the dollar store. It does the same thing. That's just a little hot. Jumper cables. Now, all the time, every time I get a jump or I do a jump start and people already got cables, the problem is that the cables, they don't work. These cables are good cables. All right, it's important to have a decent set of cables. And if you don't have a decent set of cables, then at very least have a jumper box. These jumper boxes are very convenient. They small. Nowadays, they come even smaller than this. Me having my own little personal jumper box, keep it charged up, works well. As you can see, I hardly ever use the jumper cables. Next thing you want to make sure that you have in your truck, which are important, are straps. Straps are important. Make sure you got 2 straps. If you're a new driver and you're driving something for somebody, make sure you got your straps. Because you towing a car and it ain't got no straps, DOT gonna get you. Now these particular straps are designed for a Jordan truck. So I keep a good set of straps, 2, and I got a backup set because I keep 2. Yep, and these are my backup straps. Oh, of course, and the next thing I keep is a wheel chalk. That's a good thing to have. If you're being prepared, it's always good to have a wheel chalk. You never know when you might have to pull that winch cable out and do a recovery. And it's good to have, when you want to chalk your wheels, just to make sure you don't add that extra pressure onto your transmission. You know what I'm saying? That's important. So those are just a few things that I keep in my truck that helps me be prepared for pretty much any situation. I haven't really had any situation where I was kind of unprepared. But if you know of anything that I missed, let me know. Send me a message, link in the description. So this was Kill Bill here. Follow me for another episode, and we're going to do a pre-trip inspection, show you how to do a pre-trip inspection, and we just killed it.